Welcome. You're listening to Bootstrap Marketing, the podcast with online marketing tips and tools that help you grow your online business. Here's your coach, Mateo.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Bootstrap Marketing. I'm your host, Mateo, and today we're going to talk about SEO, 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 SEO. To begin with, I was approached the other day by a friend of mine. Her name's Amber, and she was asking me, hey, what is this SEO you speak of? I'm listening to all your podcasts, all your episodes, and you mention this word SEO all the time, and I'm not a marketer. I have no idea what you're talking about. So I figured I'd go ahead and start an episode just for this situation so that nobody else comes over and says, hey, what is this you speak of? So to get started, it is some sort of a loaded question. SEO is short. It's an acronym for search engine optimization. And what people know it best for is it's basically the practice of optimizing your website to get more relevant traffic, high quality traffic, and to improve the position of your website in search engines. Search engines are Google, Bing, Yahoo, anywhere that you would put a query in and pop come all the websites. So those are search engines. There are different types of SEO, which is a whole nother episode entirely, and there's different strategies for SEO. So it is, like I said, a loaded question. Basically, search engine optimization. How to optimize your website to get seen on Google and other search engines. Now, we want an example. We all want to see what is SEO in practice. So let's go back to my friend Amber, who asked me the question originally. She is actually listening to this podcast because she is starting a website. And in her case, it's going to be focused on wigs and hair accessories of that nature. So, well, first of all, let me just plug this in. Once it's all said and done, we're going to promote her website right here on the podcast. But for now, let's just use her example. If I went to Google, which a lot of us do on a regular basis, and I typed in, hair accessories, which I'm doing right now. Once Google's crawlers go and scour the web for information on hair accessories, and they've indexed all the websites that have information on those two words, they pop out all the rankings. They'll have organic rankings on page 1 of all the websites that have the words hair accessories in their pages, and then they'll also have the sponsored, the paid ads. As some of you know, at the very top of Google's results, we'll have sponsored ads, which is where you see all the pictures of all the, in this case, hair accessories. You'll also see top 3 or 4 results of paid websites that are paying to be in that position. And then below that is the organic. So websites that are ranking naturally for the particular keyword that you have typed in. So in this case, the very first one I see is anthropology. Anthropology.com/hair accessories. Apparently they've done a very good job with their search engine optimization. Their content is good enough to where Google says, you guys are the authority when it comes to hair accessories, so we're going to put you up number 1. There are several types of SEO, and again, I'm not going to go too into detail because this may take a while, but you can break down SEO if you wanted to into on-page and off-page SEO. The on-page is what we want to primarily focus on, and you as the marketer, you as the web designer or SEO expert goes into the back end of the particular website and you start building up the content with the relevant keywords. You have to have the structure in place with headings and paragraphs, and you have to, not keyword stuff, but you have to make sure that your keywords are placed strategically and enough times to where Google will then come in and say, hey, you are quite the authority when it comes to, this keyword. So once we've crawled your site and we've seen that everything makes sense and you seem to have the most valuable information and the best content, we'll go ahead and put you on the first page. We'll rank you higher than all these other people that maybe don't have as much information on that particular keyword. And believe you me, this is way more complicated than I just made it sound. There's so much that goes into Google learning and placing your website in a particular spot than I just said. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of documentation on how you could improve your SEO. However, So it's that time of the episode where I tell you about the absolute quickest way to spread the word about your product or services, regardless of whether you are a startup or an established business. The best part of the next 30 seconds is that it fits perfectly with Bootstrap marketing. It's podcasting. Now, it's not just any podcast. It's Anchor.fm, and here's why. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means that you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now by reading this ad. So if you take anything away from today's podcast, is that you can start right now for free. Just go to anchor.fm/start. That's anchor.fm/start. And don't forget, I am here to help you out. So reach out to me and I'll gladly feature you in one of my episodes and vice versa. Now back to today's episode. This is a podcast about tools and tips, right? So if you're interested in more tools and tips, there's a nice website called Yoast. And what they specialize in, what they started up with was WordPress plugins on your SEO content. And they've since expanded. They talk about SEO for everyone. They have training, so much so that I go there on a regular basis to read up on what new things they've discovered when it comes to SEO. They'll teach you how to go about creating a blog post. They'll teach you how to go about talking about all this schema, structured data that goes into implementing SEO on your website, etc. So I highly recommend going there. They even have a newsletter, believe it or not, that you can just put in your email address, and that's how they get you in. But they'll send you free SEO tips for beginners, so you don't have to be a marketer to understand their lingo. It's literally for anybody that is interested in learning SEO. Anyway, that said, if you ever have any questions about your website, if you need any help with SEO yourself and you don't want to do it through them, if you don't want to read all their tutorials, go ahead and contact me. Go to bootstrapmarketingpro.com and reach out. I'll see you next time. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening to Bootstrap Marketing. Don't forget to like, share, review, and subscribe so we can keep you up to date with marketing tips and tools to help you grow your online business.